NATO warns Moscow. Minsk against threatening its allies.
This post received a score of 4,300, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
We're gonna have to send Rochelle to deal with this.
That's not better, Midora.
So all the governments in the world seem to amount to a group of old men pointing fingers at each other shouting, "I'm warning you."
Diplomacy takes two. War only needs one.
I just very much hate the fact that these old men start the wars but then send out other people's kids to fight them. Soldiers aren't chess pieces.
Soldiers are figuratively chess pieces. The whole system is insane if you think about it. Their work is to strictly and blindly follow the orders of the king in the past, of the old men in charge now.
Greater than soldiers are literally chess pieces. I wouldn't say literally, but definitely treated, used as such. But they're not carved from ivory or plastic and sitting on a chessboard. They're living and breathing humans.
When you look at it from 1,000 feet above, they really are pieces on a board though. You move them here, and tell them to attack there and see how the enemy responds. There's a line that's drawn on the map that says where your power extends and where theirs does. None of this is decided by the boots on the ground trooper trying to stay alive in a firefight.
NATO's reluctance to rush into a superpower conflict is welcome.
Finally, some sanity. It is a terrible act of international terrorism to forcibly ground a flight to arrest a dissident journalist. But the correct response is a measured, calm, proportionate diplomatic response, including sanctions. Not to start beating war drums.
5 more verbal warnings and we may have to resort to wagging our finger at them while saying, bad.
3 more finger wagging will lead to a demerit Dwight. NATO. Fuck around and find out Russia. Guess we will.
I personally don't think we'll live to see an armed conflict between the United States and China or Russia. I'd be very surprised.
Because it would be very hard to have a conventional war without risking an escalation. And nobody can win a nuclear war.
I can see an unconventional war in which it would make countries collapse from within. You can't use nuclear weapons when the people you're fighting are your own citizens.
We are in the early stages of such an internal collapse in the US. The less popular party, the GOP, can't win democratic elections, so they suppress voters and game the system to overturn election results they don't like.
It's time NATO grew a spine.
And fight a war for a non-NATO member?
We're about due for another war face with rolling eyes.
Western Europe still needs the Russian gas. When an infamous American permanent resident journalist was chopped up by a close American ally inside a NATO country, no one gave a crap. Why do you think the West will start a war over a small-time Telegram blogger from a small Eastern European country?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.